Like most things in life, you get what you pay for. If you go out and buy a compact car on a budget price, then you're not going to get a luxury car ride with all the extras. Well, that can be okay if you're just going to use your car to travel to and from work a few miles each day. There are some people who have an eye for the finer things in life. Real estate agents are much like life in general. You get what you pay for, or in some cases, you don't get what you pay for. Sure, you could slap on a sign in front of your house and hope that just the right buyer comes by at just the right time and happens to see it. But let's think about the odds of that happening. Agents can alert other agents and agencies that your home is listing even before it becomes listed. Agents can list your home on the MLS listing, which is only available to qualified agents, and generally provide professional photos of your home to quickly call attention to your particular listing. They can help show your home with the assistance of a professional stager, often a free service provided by the agent or agency. Agents have professional photographs and videos taken of your home. No grainy, low-grade pictures that will be used in various marketing techniques, including flyers, online viewing, social media pictures, and in the MLS listing. Agents also provide marketing on a professional level. This includes utilizing social media, online tours, virtual tours, and even, in some instances, television time. They also understand and know the current real estate market for your area, therefore providing proper numbers to utilize when pricing and negotiating offers. If you get someone who doesn't have a good hold on the area, the proper pricing, or the proper negotiating skills, you can lose an interested buyer in a matter of seconds. It's easy to offend buyers who think your home is overpriced. Instead of negotiating, they'll often just turn the page to the next house available. As another aspect of marketing, many of the professional, full-service agents and agencies have professional signs that call attention to the property, along with giving a lot of information and access to information, often with high-tech things like QR codes. Smartphones can literally click the QR code square and then be connected to the website, the virtual tour, and/or the agent directly. This type of advertising can be very expensive and impossible for mom-and-pop type agencies or individual sellers. Having a professional agent can help with your home's open house in a professional and proactive manner. Negotiations are a huge and very important part of selling a home. Experience and, once again, knowledge and expertise can make or break a negotiation between a buyer and seller. Knowing what can and can't be acceptable, or what does and doesn't work in negotiating, can literally make or break a sale. Do you want to leave negotiating to chance or professionals? You may find that many times it's a matter of money when choosing a larger, full-service agency or agent. Generally, full-service agents tend to be certified realtors with special training, although not always. Often, full-service agents have certifications in various fields and specialty areas. Most of all full-service agents provide just what their title implies, full service, that takes you from the beginning to the end of the selling process, with them being in complete control and doing all of the work. Basically, the full-service agent shares their commission with the broker, who can also be part of the agent's team. The agents are actually paid by the brokers, who are the people who basically collect all the funds in the end and distribute them accordingly, handling much of the legal and financial technicalities of the buying and selling process of a home. Once again, there are strict laws and regulations that, as a person selling your home, to avoid paying commission, you can find yourself in a bit of a predicament if you don't know, understand, and abide by the laws and regulation of your state or federal rulings. These brokers know the ins and outs of the entire selling process and are responsible for any wrongdoings or issues, as opposed to you being the responsible party. This alone is worth millions if you ask people, because the headaches and legalities you can get into are not something you want to deal with under any conditions. Full-service agents have a much higher overhead as opposed to small agencies that don't offer full services. They spend more time on marketing, more on listing, more on internet access of information for your home, where most every buyer begins looking for a home and know where to list these homes. They spend more on presenting professional-looking media, video, photographs, and much more. Needless to say, the higher the overhead, the more they deserve to make when selling your home. But remember this, if your home doesn't sell, then they generally don't make a cent, so they have a lot of motivation to sell. Percentages can vary from agent to agent, but it will be marked clearly in your paperwork you sign for your seller's agreement, which most states require by law. You may be wondering, how much full-service agents really make? Well, it varies from agent to agent. The reality is that because full-service agents have such high overhead, they have to pay not only for their costs related to the sale of the home, but also their taxes out of the commission they make. Let's say your home sold for $100,000. In the end, you're paying the average commission of generally 6 to 7%, which would boil down to $6,000 to $7,000. Out of that, the broker usually gets 50% or half, sometimes more of that commission, leaving the full-service agent with the remaining 50% of the commission or less. But the agents and brokers also have to pay taxes on their commissions, which varies from state to state. In the end, for all the work this full-service agent has done, they can actually make substantially less than 50% of the total commission paid. You've received superior services for a reasonable and very fair price, and your agent has worked long and hard to earn their dollar. Commissions can vary from agent to agent, agency to agency, broker to broker, locality to locality, and depending upon the market. Full-service agents are the difference between a quick fill-up with no frills at a self-service gas station or the old-fashioned full-service gas stations of days gone by where you were taken care of completely. They make your experience easier, pleasant, much safer, and definitely more professional. Now you tell me, is it a luxury car that you want to take on the road for your trip? Or do you want to travel thousands of miles in a small compact car without air conditioning, working speedometer, and guessing if you're doing the speed limit? Do you want to assure you get to your destination with little effort, selling your home as fast as possible for as much as possible? Or do you want to pull over to service your ride numerous times along the way yourself, or have your home on the market for a long period of time and perhaps never selling or making a lot less on the sale? As the saying goes, you get what you pay for. And in the case of a full-service real estate agent, you get top-notch service. Your job is to do next to nothing and let the professional handle it all. You don't have to worry if you don't know, understand, and have abided by the rules and regulations that came along with selling a home. Pay for the top-notch service and relax as your home seems to nearly sell itself, while the reality is that your full-service agent and their team is in the background making it all click like clockwork.